Okay, hello. My book, I read Catcher in the Rye. My props are this red hat here. It's the Holden throughout the books wears a red hat. It's not a beanie, but still a red hat. And then my other prop is this box of cigarettes, which I will keep off frame because that's not super school appropriate. But Holden is also a heavy smoker, so that's why I have that. But this book basically follows Holden Caulfield after he gets kicked out of Penn State Prep, and he doesn't want to go home yet because his parents don't know that he's been kicked out of yet another school because he kind of has a habit of getting kicked out of schools. So he kind of just wanders through New York and just wanders through the city, just kind of procrastinating going home. And kind of for that reason, I didn't super love it. It didn't really keep me engaged and keep wanting to read it just because it was so slow paced, and the whole book takes place over 3-4 days. So I didn't super love it. A lot of people do love it. That's why it's kind of a classic. But it, some of the things that it focuses on is one being mental health, because a lot through the book Holden will get into kind of a dark place and just kind of feel super down and depressed, and he talks about that quite a bit. And it's kind of vague and kind of up for interpretation, but some people think that by the end of the book he ends up in a mental institution or asylum. It doesn't directly say that, but that's kind of what's implied. And so he struggles with mental health. He also struggles with feeling super alienated and isolated, because he believes that pretty much everybody around him is, as the word he uses a lot, is phonies. He thinks everybody around him is phonies and fake, and so that kind of just makes him feel like an outsider and kind of makes him feel rejected and isolated. And so he struggles with that, and he struggles with growing up and kind of the loss of innocence in his childhood. And one of the times he at the very end, he's watching his sister, I think, on a carousel, and he's just it's just made me so happy that it made me want to cry and made me about start tearing up. So it kind of just shows that he wants his sister to keep her innocence and her childhood, and yeah, overall it was a pretty good book. I didn't super love it, just again because it didn't keep me super engaged. It was kind of slow paced, which I didn't love. It took me quite a while to get through the whole thing, actually. But I think it deserves a pretty good rating. I thought it was not bad at all, just wasn't my favorite. But I can see why it is kind of a favorite among a lot of people. But yeah, I think it is a very good book that you should give it a read, give it a go. Anyways, that's all from me. Bye!